And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Caravel Academy, where tonight we are going to watch some top 10 softball action. Caravel hosts Indian River up from Sussex County. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Big Ed Halliday, and Len Evans along with you. Bringing this game on a bright, sunny day. I can't believe I'm saying that. So, Jason, this should be a good one. Indian River coming off a doubleheader last week. They lost at Wilmington Charter and beat Smyrna on their way back down to Sussex County, and this should be a good one.
Yeah, Indian River was the top-ranked team. They dropped to 4 after that tough loss at Wilmington Charter. But like you said, it was a doubleheader day. Caravel's off to a 3-0 start, ranked second in the state. I believe they've outscored their opponents 37-0 or 38-0, so they've been dominant, led by their pitcher, Savannah Sheets, who's had an incredible season so far. Of course, they also have Cody Dillon, who comes in relief. We're almost ready to go here, Mike.
Yeah, let's quickly give you the we'll set Caravel for you. Pitching is Savannah Sheets, like we mentioned. The catcher, excuse me, my throat has been killing me all week. Maddie Barris. At first base, Nikki Marcon. Second base, Natalie Paoli. Shortstop, Bree Bryant. Third base is Courtney Brobst. And left field, Amanda Stahl. Your center fielder is Mackenzie Brown. And in right field, right here in front of us, Kayla Sobolak. The designated player, the DP, is Gia Iannoni. So she'll be the flex. Not the flex, the designated hitter, pitcher, player. Well, she won't be pitching, but can't keep track of all this stuff. And here is the lineup for Indian River. Batting first, Julia Baumhart. Batting second, Kaler Townsend. Brady Whitman bats third. Samantha Mayfield fourth. Grace Snyder, the catcher, hits fifth. Darnia Williams is batting sixth. Kayla Burdell seventh. Taylor Lipkins bats eighth. And batting ninth, Savannah O'Shields. Abigail O'Shields is the flex player for the Indians. And we are just about ready to get underway. Julia Baumhart, lefty, steps into play. And we're underway. Jason and I down the right field line, so we have a good angle just about everything here, I hope. Sun's in our eyes, but we'll live. Windy evening here at Caravel, but at least the temperature has climbed above 40, so that's always a plus. Busy night here at Caravel. There's boys lacrosse going on and some baseball practice right behind us. Here's the 0-1 pitch, grounded to second base, picked up, and out at first is Baumhart, I'm sorry. That was Natalie Paoli making that play, getting it over to Nikki Marcon, and one out. Glad you could join us here this evening. Another installment of high school sports brought to you on 302 Sports. That pitch is fouled into the screen, strike one. And nobody does high school sports in Delaware quite like 302 Sports. A busy weekend coming up for us. We got a lot of lacrosse on Saturday, so got to keep your eyes on our schedules to find out where we'll be.
Yeah, busy next couple of weeks as the season gets in going here, Mike, as the weather is finally starting to cooperate.
Townsend in the 0-2 hole. Sheets has her right where she wants her. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is a ball, 1 and 2. So we sometimes don't even know our schedules till a day or two or three before. So you have to keep up with us on Facebook and Twitter. And there's a grounder down the third base side. It's a fair ball. Played at first. She is safe. Her first infield single for Kaler Townsend. Now bring Brady Whitman to the plate.
Great speed there, Mike. She went flying down the line and gets in there for a infield single.
Courtney Probst did what she could do down at third base, but the ball was not hit hard enough. And that puts a runner on for Brady Whitman, the third baseman. There's a called strike, 0-1. Just a note to you, ADs out there, get in touch with us. We want to do your games too. So 302sports@gmail.com. Keep in touch with us. Send us highlights. We can maybe use in our weekly show. There's a single up the middle, and it's going to be first and second for the Indians. Brady Whitman, a nice piece of hitting right back up the box.
You stole my line, Mike. Great piece of hitting there by her. She singles up the middle, And first and second here, 1 out. Indian River getting something going here in the first inning.
Townsend can only go up 70 feet. Samantha Mayfield, the first baseman, is at the plate. And this girl is a hitter. Apologize for my ill health. Strike one called down the middle. Oh, and one out here in the first inning. On it is a glorious spring. Yeah, I'll call it glorious. It's a glorious.
It's a glorious day. It's an unbelievable day here at
the first
Caravel.
half of it in bed, Jason. I was wiped out. There's strike two. 0-2. Play to second. Townsend just gets back in as the catcher, Maddie Barris, fires a seed down there. Almost gets her.
Yeah, Mike, I spent the first part of the day in bed, too. Finally had a day off.
So here is the 0-2 pitch to Mayfield. Swing and a miss. A little change up there. Strike three.
Great all-speed pitch there, Mike.
That's
Fooled her.
2 outs in the inning. And
pulled the string on that one.
a little JV action today before this. Caravel and Redline delayed the start of this game by a few minutes. That really worked out for us more than anybody else.
Yeah, helped us.
Catcher Grace Snyder at the plate with 2 runners on. Here, she's been throwing strikes. And as soon as I said that, there's ball one.
The announcer's jinx.
Savannah will never talk to me again. She talked to me before the game.
Yeah,
Briefly, she was warming up. And 2-0. I think Savannah was happy to find out she'd be on 302 Sports tonight.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like being on live stream so your parents and
welcome everybody down in
grandparents can watch
Sussex
it.
County. Yeah, watching the game down in Frankfurt and Dagsboro, Fenwick Island, all those beautiful places out there. 3-0 is the count. Sorry for the doing some camera adjustments because of the sun. Here's a 3-0 pitch taken for a strike, and it's 3-1. 3-1 pitch on the way. Driven into center field. It's a base hit.
That's
It's going to go all the way to the wall. Townsend scores. Here comes Whitman. She rounds third. She's going to score. Into second with a double is Grace Snyder. Indian River out to the 2-0 lead. A line drive double right up to the center field fence, 208 feet away. And the Indians lead 2-0.
Mike, she had the green light, 3-0 green light there. Swings away and puts it into the gap. Goes all the way to the wall. Gets a 2-run double and gets the Indians on the board.
With 2 outs, the runners were moving, so we knew that Townsend was going to score. Whitman with the head start scores without a throw. And the lefty, Darnia Williams, is the batter. And it's 0-1. She goes for the little drag swing there. She's playing right field tonight, so she'll be out here with us watching some softball. She'll be playing some softball.
Yes.
I'd like to be playing some softball, but I'll be watching some softball. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1.
Really windy day here.
Yeah, but these keep my ears warm, these headsets. Counts 1-1. 2 outs here in the second. Swing and a foul tip, 1-2. So the inning started with a ground out to second. Then we had consecutive singles by Townsend and Whitman. A strikeout, followed by a double by Grace Snyder. 2 ribbies on that play. And here's a grounder to third. It's a foul ball.
Yeah, two different kinds of singles. We had the infield single and then the hard hit single up the middle.
And then that double was just a liner. That was like 2 hops to the fence. It's like when Jason hits a golf ball and it skips off the water 4 times. Here's a grounder foul on the first base side.
Hey, when it's a Nike ball, it does miracles.
My balls into the water just kill fish.
And sometimes you go out and you take your shoes off and you go out there and you try and hit the ball.
Golf balls, not cheap.
Absolutely not.
All right, here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, close one, 2-2.
They probably don't want to hear about our golf games anymore.
Probably not. So, Jason, how's that picture looking? It's tough for me to see the monitor over here. I'm watching the game live. There's a grounder to third. Marcon's got it across the diamond. She is out, and that's going to do it for Indian River. But They scored 2 runs in the first on a double by Grace Snyder. They lead 1 after a half inning. It's Indian River 2, Caravel coming to bat.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life.
And we are back at Caravel Academy. Jason, we've been here for everything really: lacrosse, soccer, football, baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball. We've done all kinds of games here at Caravel. This is quite a complex they have down here.
Yeah, unbelievable, Mike. Great. And everything's got lights, well, it makes it perfect for these nighttime games.
It's a first-class facility down here.
Absolutely.
And an excellent school. I've got a couple cousins here, and I know their mom and dad love Caravel Academy, and we thank Athletic Director Bill Perdue for allowing us to come down here on short notice to come down and do this game. We always have a good time here at Caravel, and they treat us well.
Yes,
so
they
we're
do.
happy to come down here, and of course, not always Caravel. This facility, these complex is used by a lot of different teams because of the turf field over to our right. And there's some playoff games here, and a lot of activity at this Caravel complex in Bear. The only thing that's difficult is sometimes getting here.
Yeah,
Right,
say that again. Good thing is I had an appointment down this way, so I was here at 4:45.
So we're going to set the lineup for you for Caravel. Bree Bryant.
Oh, she's a speedster.
The shortstop's going to lead off. Natalie Paoli bats second. Maddie Barris is third. Nikki Marcon, she's the first baseman. Courtney Brobst made that lead play. She bats fifth after Marcon. Mackenzie Brown, the center fielder, will bat sixth. Kayla Sobolak plays right field, bats seventh. Amanda Stahl in left bats eighth. And Gia Iannoni is the DP, and she will bat ninth. So there are the Bucks for you on the hill for the Indians is number 4, Abigail O'Shields.
Yeah, she's had a great season on the mound for the Indians, Mike. Has them off to a hot start this year. And
their loss wasn't a big loss. They lost 2-1 on a walk-off hit against the Wilmington Charter last week.
Then they went down to Smyrna and played 10 innings and eked out a 2-1 win down there. So a couple of low-scoring games where Shields was great on the mound.
It's a great night to be joining us. You know, the Phillies are off, the Flyers are off, the Sixers are off. So what else would you do rather than put some softball, some big-time softball on your phone, tablet, computer, television through the Amazon Fire Stick or the Roku or whatever device you use and watch us in high def. Well, I don't know if everybody has high def, but pretend like it's high def glory. Thank God Jason and I are not on in high def.
Oh, you're not kidding.
So O'Shields, the lefty, bounces that one up, and it's ball 1 to Bryant.
Yeah, like Mike, I said, she tends to slap the ball, great speed, also has some power. We did a couple games last year where she had triples and doubles, so she gets on, she can be a problem for Indian River team.
So lefty to lefty here. That second pitch just a bit low. 2-0. And she is throwing to the catcher for Indian River is Grace Snyder, who has the 2 ribbies.
Great crowd here at Caravel tonight.
That pitch is upstairs, and it's 3-0 to Bryant. She gets on. You can expect her to make something happen. O'Shields takes the rubber. And here's the pitch. Fouled out of play and just next to the snack bar.
Is that the second 3-0 green light I've seen today? I know Indian River had one at the top of the first.
Well, Caravel, they can hit.
Yes,
so
they can.
Not surprised to see them swing on any count. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That is ball 4, a little bit low, maybe inside. Tough from this angle. whatever, it's a walk for Bree Bryant. She's
And-
on first for Natalie
And
Paoli.
she's a speedster, so it's nice to get her on base, Mike. Any ball hit in the outfield in the gap, she can probably score.
Paoli, a right-hander, playing second base, wearing number 15.
When picking up a little bit here.
Shows a bunt and lays off another ball. 1-0.
You can see why Caravel scores a lot of runs. Very patient at the plate, Mike. They wait for their pitch.
Experienced team. We talked about them last night on the 302 Sports Weekly. Every Wednesday at 7 at Hooters in Newark. About all the experience, and we talked about their soccer team, but in their softball team too. Their softball team, year after year, is a contender for the state championship because they got girls who played the game a long time. That pitch is in dirt, 2-0, and they are not afraid to take pitches. That smells like a cookout out here.
It smells good.
2-0 pitch. There's a called strike, 2-1. Bryant hangs on at first. She walked. 2-0 Indian River. We're in the bottom of the first.
I know it was Dollar Dog Night at the Phillies last.
It was Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's Dollar Dog Night here.
It was Dollar Pretzel night. And there's an outside pitch. 3-1. So, O'Shields digging herself a little bit of a hole here. Three balls, one strike to Paoli. She fouls this one out of play and onto the baseball field. So Jason mentioned, or we mentioned we've done some baseball down here, and we end up sitting on picnic tables, correct?
Yes.
We're watching the game over the fence here.
And normally we're in the outfield here. Today we're sitting down the first base line.
But our cameraman, Len Evans, is just at the corner of the field. Excuse me, another foul ball. I'm all choked up about it. It's a full count, 3-2. Normally the barbecue would be, I'd be okay with that, but my sore throat is just making me cough.
What a busy day today in high school sports. I believe there were 67 total games today.
So here it is, 3-2. Fly ball to right field, and that is over the head of the right fielder, off her glove. Bryant's going to round second, go to third. Paoli's right behind her, and it's going to be second and third on a two-base error on the right fielder. Unfortunate play there, and Caravel's in business.
Mike, and Bryant had to wait up to make sure the ball wasn't caught. And like you said, she almost got ran into there at second base. But good job by her getting to third. And here we go, second and third. And in the pen, warming up for Indian River, has some bullpen activity already.
So Barris is the batter. She's off to a hot start this season. Maddie Barris, a big hitter, followed by Nikki Marcon. So keep waiting to see what next will be blowing off this table. As long as it's not the laptop, I think we're okay. So after a little discussion with the Indian River players, Barris will step in. The righty has two ducks on the pond at second and third. Nobody out. 2-0 deficit currently for Caravel, but they are in business. Here's the lefty's delivery outside, ball one.
Sorry, the scoreboard operator was taking a nap over here, but I got the count updated. It's 1-0.
Good day to go out and sit in a hammock or something. And how about tomorrow? 78, 80 degrees.
A lot going on tomorrow, too, in the high school sports.
Driven to left field. And there is going to be caught. Here comes Bryant. She tags. There's the throw home. That's going to allow Paoli to go to third. Bryant scores. Play made out there by Burdell in left field. But that's an RBI sac fly.
Take it any way you can.
for Maddie Barris, and the score is 2-1. Indian River, runner at third. Jason, on that play, maybe you just throw the ball into a cutoff person and you don't allow that runner to move up to third.
Yeah, especially with Bryant's speed. She's, like I said, she's a speedster, has a lot of speed. So, yeah, hindsight 20/20. But when you're out there and you're catching the ball, you want to get that out.
Yeah, she needs her infielders to be yelling at her
Yeah.
to throw that ball.
Right.
Because you're the fielder, you're just thinking, I'm going to stop the run. This is Nikki Marcon, the first baseman, and she takes strike one. 2-1. Caravel trails. They have a runner at third, one out in the bottom of the first. You're watching high school softball on 302 Sports. Here's the pitch from O'Shields, grounded to first base, and nice play by the first baseman, Samantha Mayfield, to catch that ball, run into the player, into the batter, and prevent Paoli from coming home. That's a really smart play.
Heads up play, like you said, Mike. Smart, kept the run at
kept her in front of her instead
Yep.
of turning around. So Courtney Brobst is the batter to the third baseman. She had 2 putouts in the first inning. She had 1 putout. She ended up the infield single went her way too. And that pitch is high, 1-0. A nice smart play there by Mayfield.
Yeah, if you could get out of the second and third with no outs, only allowing 1 run, Indian River will be happy with that.
Here's the pitch. It's low, ball 2. 2-0.
They had the nice long bus ride up here, Mike.
Mackenzie Brown waits on deck for the Bucks, wearing the white jersey tops and the maroon pants. Indian River in the green tops, the white pants and the green socks. There is a check swing, but that's a called strike. Make it 2-1. May have to anchor us down here.
So we're at the Windy City or something tonight? Wrigley Field?
Just a bit high. 3 balls and a strike.
The one thing Caravel has been, they've been in great hitting counts all half inning here.
3 balls and a strike. That's a hitter's count. Brobst can afford to be a little selective here. She drives it to steep center field. Jason Park is not going to hold that one. Home run, Courtney Brobst. And Caravel takes a 3-2 lead. So she got the pitch she liked, and that was a no doubt about a shot to dead center field.
Mike, those hitters counts. I'm telling you, you get a good hitter's count like that. She drives that ball deep to center field and out of here. Possibly a 302 Sports top 5 play next week. But what a job. What a poke that was in the center field.
Didn't get up that high in the air. It was a line drive. And there are some fans out there. And went right over their heads, right by the American flag. Speaking of the flag, Courtney Brobst, we salute you. Mackenzie Brown, the hitter. 2 outs, bases now empty. 3-2, Caravel. They have walk-up music here at Caravel, it sounds like. So Abigail O'Shields surrenders 3 runs in the first inning so far. Here's the pitch to Brown, that's high. Ball 1. Kayla Sobolak waits on deck.
Caravel getting some good hitters counts in this one, Mike. Which
Yeah,
is
3-1. You can just sit there and just say, I'm waiting for the exact pitch I want. Edwards fouled into the baseball field. 1-1.
There was a softball game here last year where we were doing the game on the picnic bench, and foul balls for the softball were flying over our head on the picnic bench, and they had to stop the baseball game a couple times. So
Ball 2, make it 2-1 on Mackenzie Brown, the center fielder for Caravel. Another foul ball, 2-2.
we kind of expected. We said they're 2 great pitchers, but also 2 great hitting teams. And the first inning here, the hitters won the battles. plenty of softball left.
Here's the pitch, just missed, and it's a full count on Brown. So 3-2 on the 2-run jack from Courtney Probst. Nobody on base. And another ball. Ball 4, so second walk of the inning allowed by O'Shields. And the 7-hitter in the lineup, Kayla Sobolak, steps to the plate.
Hey, great. I've liked the Buccaneers' approach tonight, Mike. They're getting the counts that they like. Good eyes up there, and when they are getting their pitch to hit, they're driving it.
Pitcher Abigail O'Shields. There's a foul ball. Strike 1. O'Shields is a junior. So she's a junior. Her sister Savannah O'Shields is a freshman. Wind's picking up. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one's driven deep to center field. That's got a chance. It's going to hit the base of the fence. Brown rounds third. She's coming home. Play at second base. Out, and that run will not count. So Brown tagged out. I'm sorry, Sobolak tagged out going into second base. Score a long single, but the out was made before the run crossed the plate, and that's going to do it for the first inning. 3 runs for Caravel. They take a 3-2 lead, and we'll be back right after this on 302sports.com.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home.
And we're back at Caravel Academy. Jason, a scoring change on that hit by Sobolak. We're going to call it a double. She was tagged out trying to get back to the base. So we saw a fielding play, or maybe the play should have gone to cutoff and then a little base run mistake there. So they would have had a run scored, but out was made before the run crossed the plate. Anyway, however you slice it, it's 3-2. The batter is Kayla Burdell. She lines a foul off the fence in front of her teammates there in the first base dugout. No balls and strikes.
And like you said, the tag happened before the runner crossed the plate, so therefore the run does not count.
It really wasn't even that close. She
no.
was 10-15 feet off the bag. There's a drive to left field by Burdell. The left fielder's back, got a beat on it, and is caught out there by Amanda Stahl in left field. Nice play by Stahl.
Balls that get in the air today are going to be tough for these outfielders, Mike, with the wind.
Wind blowing toward right field. Look at that flag.
Yeah.
Left to right. They may have knocked that one down a little bit. This is Taylor Lipkins, the designated player. The lefty's going to lay down almost try to lay down a bunt. But Sheets gets that one by her. It's 1 strike.
And, Mike, we saw that last week in the Hudson St. Elizabeth's game where the right fielder got fooled by the wind.
Poor
and
kid.
Yeah.
He had no chance.
They said he drop stepped the wrong way when I was talking to the assistant coach afterwards. He should have stepped towards the way the wind was blowing. He did it opposite. But even so, that wind was so nasty last week. If they're blowing 35, 40 miles per hour, it was tough for anybody.
Well, that ball started in right center field and landed 10 feet from the foul line.
So we got a
conference on the mound. What's going on out there? Referees. I was at a lacrosse game today. Can you tell? The umpires are being patient, though. So let's set this up again. Taylor Lipkins, the designated player, is at the plate. Savannah Sheets is your pitcher. 1 fly ball out, and we have a counted one strike up there, but yeah, that's correct because she attempted a bunt and missed. So we have a shift on here. And there's a slap attempt, no good, 0-2. Natalie Paoli, the second baseman, is basically playing right next to her pitcher, Sheets.
Yeah, we see that she's so far attempted a couple times to lay down a bunt.
Now with 2 strikes, you wonder if she's going to.
And it looks like a sloppy hitter, Mike, so maybe she tries to chop everything short.
Yeah, the third baseman also in. And there is ball 1. Caravel, the third baseman. Courtney Probst, the home run hitter. And there she's several steps in front of the bag. So the infield is in, the outfield's in. And called strike 3. Out number 2, strikeout for Sheets is the second out of the inning.
Great job there by Sheets pitching. Like you said, Mike gets the strikeout, second out of the inning. As a pitcher, after your team puts up 3 runs, you would like to have a shutdown inning. And she's 1 out from having that shutdown inning.
Here's the second baseman, Savannah O'Shields. Righty takes the ball outside, 1-0. 3-2, Caravel. We are in the second inning after a relatively high-scoring first inning for these two teams. Well, they're both used to score. Well, Caravel's really used to scoring. Indian River scores have not been quite as high, but they've been winning. Tough schedule thus far for the Indians.
Yeah, the first couple of games, Mike, they were 10-12, and then, like you said, after that they played Charter and Smyrna. You're not going to score as many runs.
1-1 to count. To Savannah O'Shields. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. And Sheets can see her way into a 1-2-3 inning here with one more strike. The wind, a little change up, and that is taken for a ball. It's 2-2. That's tough to lay off that one.
Yeah.
Felt like a little lollipop pitch there.
As a hitter, they look so tempting.
Swinging a foul ball. Solid contact there for Shields.
Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second inning.
So here it is, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Indians go down in order. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on base after an inning and a half. It's Caravel 3, Indian River 2. You're watching high school softball on 302 Sports.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And we have returned by the miracle of technology. Mike Legg, Jason Winchell, Len Evans, Big Ed Halliday. We're all right here with you in Bear. Jason, a final in baseball, Dover 9, Smyrna 5. So the Senators, nice win. Smyrna's off to a pretty good start.
Smyrna's been struggling.
Have they?
Yeah.
They're off to maybe the softball team.
Yeah, you're taking a softball team.
Another baseball final today from Canby Park. St. Elizabeth's 10, St. Mark's 6.
Back-to-back loss for the Spartans. Both games giving up 10 runs, Mike. That pitching depth is being tested this week, and it doesn't get any easier. They play Hodson on Saturday.
girls soccer from downstate. It's Indian River 4, Delmar 0. That was at the half.
And Mike, the big one today, number 2 Tower Hill 3, Caravel 0.
Right. Nil.
Girls
That gives a
soccer.
giveaway. That's soccer. 1-2. So here's the pitch to the leadoff hitter, Amanda Stahl. Your left fielder made that nice catch to open the top of the second.
There could be a new number 1 Division II soccer team next week.
Girls lacrosse final from today. Ursuline 17, Wilmington Friends 4. There's a drive by Stahl to left center field. And that's a nice catch there in center field by Julia Baumhart. She started in and went back on it real quick and got to it. Baumhart with the catch. 1 out for the Bucks. Nice recovery there by Baumhart.
Yeah, we said it's really windy here, so any ball that gets up in the air, it's not going to be easy for the outfielders. So it's good to see them making some nice plays out there.
So a softball score, not the final, but the game is probably, it's got to be final by now. In the top of the 7th this afternoon, Appo was leading Mount Pleasant 8-6.
It's the first runs Mount Pleasant's given up all year. They had 3 shutouts to start the year.
That's after 6 innings, so if we get a final on that, we'll pass it along.
Mount Pleasant's a team that's looking to be very dangerous. Not in the rankings yet, but they're giving Appo all they can handle today.
Here's the pitch by Shields, and that's a ball, 1-0. Your batter is Gia Iannoti, the designated player. Excuse me again. Archmere boys lacrosse today, big win over Conrad. And Archmere baseball, big win over Newark. So the Hawks with a couple of wins today.
Yeah, Newark off to a 1-5 start now in baseball, and they get Slazy Animal on Saturday. Now, doesn't get much easier for Newark. And we should say in baseball, you have to be 500 to make the postseason.
Yeah, that's a new rule this year. There's another foul ball off the right side. 2-1 on Iannini. Sorry, a lot of vowels in this name, Jason.
Do you have to buy them?
No, she's already got them. She doesn't have to buy them. It's I-O-A. You don't see that in order too many times. I-O-A-N-N-I-N-I. Almost as many I's as Mississippi. So if you have any more scores, make sure you put them on Twitter. Use the hashtag DELHS. Tag us at 302 Sports. So we'll be sure to see them. Like we said, if you have highlights, send them along. Mail them to 302sports at gmail.com, and maybe you'll be on the plays of the week next week. There's another foul ball into the bullpen area. Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, we had some nice plays of the week on the show yesterday. Also, congratulations to our athletes of the week. Couple softball players from Wilmington Charter, Mike.
Ashley Steiner and
and
Tony Browning, huh?
Absolutely.
And our lacrosse player from Cape Henlopen, Luke D'Ambrosi. Be in action on Saturday against Louisiana. There's the line drive up the middle, base hit. Frianini, she's on with 1 out.
And also, feel free to send in athletes of the week to us. Send in the stats and what they did last week. And
yeah, we're here for you. You know,
yeah.
we do this for. You know, it's not just 8 or 10 of us sitting around making all these decisions. We want everybody to be involved.
We're all about the fans, Mike. It's all about the fans and the kids.
Yeah, we're doing this for the kids. You know, we have a lot of fun doing it too.
Absolutely. Nothing better than coming out and watching some high school sports.
And the kids,
Like you said, what else is there better to do tonight? No Phillies, no Flyers, no Sixers. Just Caravel and Indian River softball.
So Bree Bryant is up. She walked and scored in the first inning. 1 out. And Gia Iannini is on first base. Bryant is the shortstop. She's a lefty. Natalie Paoli waits on deck. She singled her first time up. I'm sorry, she was safe in an error her first time up. 3-2, Caravel. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Bucks have a runner on and 1 out. Lights are on at the football stadium across the way here as there is boys lacrosse going on down here at
Two
Caravel
rank,
as well.
another ranked game as number 7 DNA visits number 8 Caravel. If we get a score update, we will gladly bring it to you. Busy day for Caravel sports today.
So 2-1 on Bryant. Here's the pitch. Slapped to the third baseman. Goes to second, and I believe that is not in time. Iannini is safe. Called a fielder's choice as she grounded that ball to Whitman at third base, and it was dropped, and we're going to call it a fielder's choice. I'm in a generous mood today. So no hit on the play, but we're not going to give her an error because it's a beautiful spring day. Now the official score might be an error.
Yeah, or
but Mike's book is not an error.
Never know when kids are scoring the game.
I want Brady Whitman to remember that. She runs into us.
That would have been a tough play to get Bryant. She was flying down the line.
She runs well, and
the only play she had was second base, which.
So I'm meeting at the mound, first and second, one out for Caravel. Paoli is up. She'll be followed by Maddie Barris.
We can see what this Caravel offensive team does to you. They're patient at their plate, and then when they do hit the ball, they have a lot of speed and a lot of power throughout the lineup. The table setters get on. That makes your power hitters their job easier.
So the meeting is over. The umpire had to come out and break that little soiree up. And O'Shields will face Natalie Paoli. Paoli gets on a two-base error in the first inning and scored on the home run by Brops.
Here comes the ball.
Look out. Thought we were safe out here. Ball one. Something about girls softball, Jason, you would hear the chants.
Yes.
You can hear the Caravel players. Can't hear them exactly, but it has something natty, something. I'm going to call her Natalie. I'm not familiar enough with her to call her Natty. And she sends one to the shortstop. Play to second. Oh, tossed into right field. Here comes. What? Iannini stops at third. That was a smart move. So that's going to be E6. A fielder's choice puts her on first, and an error on the shortstop. That's an unfortunate play. The bases are loaded. With
Yeah, I wonder.
One out.
I wonder if Brian's speed tossed her for that errant throw.
So another meeting at the mound for Maddie Barris. She's 0 for 0 with the sacrifice fly RBI. When the coach doesn't go out there either. All right, so Jason, we have these meetings after every pitch. We could be here a while.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do tonight. Though there is playoff hockey on, but
yeah, how about the Vegas Golden Knights last night? Pulled off the win over the LA Kings. I was part of that.
I was along asleep before that ended.
I watched much of that game. There's a low outside pitch, ball one on Maddie Barris.
I saw a period.
Nikki Marcon on deck. Well, it was a great night for Flyers' old friend Marc-Andre Fleury. I don't really remember any specifics about the game other than it was, I think, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Popped up. It's into right field. Center fielder calls it. Baumhart drops it. And they're going to score a run on this one. Jason Yerra is just killing Indian River here. That's error on the center fielder, Baumhart. One run scores, and it's 4-2 Caravel.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Mike, wondering if the fielders are just not used to this wind. But that's one you have to catch. And again, we saw a couple fielders converging on the ball, and I think they were trying to call each other off. And
these are a bunch of unearned runs coming up here for Caravel. So bases remain loaded, one out. Nikki Marcon is the batter. She grounded out to first base her first time up. There's a strike. 0-1 to Marcon. Courtney Brobst on deck, and what did she do the first time? That is right. She got she got that ball up into the wind and sent it right on out of here.
Over the center field fence, a blast.
Homer. And that's going to be way out of here. Grand slam home run for Nikki Marcon. Caravel makes it 8-2. Jason, she hit that into the wind, and there was no doubt about that one.
Yeah, as soon as she hit it, Mike, you called it. I thought it was going to hit the scoreboard for a while. I mean, she just blasted that one, like you said, once she got up in the wind.
Outfielders took one step and said, nope, that is not happening. So Nikki Marcon goes deep for the 4 RBI.
I believe we're going to have a pitching change, Mike. But what a performance here by this Caravel offense, Mike. You said they're dangerous, and when you give the Buccaneers extra outs, like you said, Mike, they will make you pay. We've seen 2 home runs already by this Buccaneers offense, and that one way out of here, a grand salami.
So the freshman Isabel Alley, number 14, is at a pitch. The bases are empty, but it's 8-2 Caravel. We are in the bottom of the second, and Jason, there are 2, no doubt about it, home runs tonight.
Yeah.
And I hope we got that one, because that would be a play of the week candidate right there.
Absolutely, a grand slam.
What a shot.
That ball was a moonshot.
And I think it landed on some concrete out there because we saw it bounce like our golf shots off the cart path.
Off the cart path. Hopefully it's not cart path only and anyone's driving on that cart path, but
She smoked that ball.
What a shot. And we said the Buccaneers offense was lethal, and we mentioned that last time on the show. They've outscored their opponents 38-0 so far. IR comes in and gets the first 2 runs of the game. And Caravel's responded with 8 straight.
Yeah, we said the defense could possibly hurt, and it did hurt. Got my foot caught in a cable here. I don't want to take us off the air. There we go. So it's 8-2. Isabel Alley in the pitch for the Indians. And Jason, she only has to face the home run hitting Courtney Brobst.
Yes.
As the first at bat. A little chilly getting here, Caravel. So might be time to get changed. I'm not actually getting changed. Nobody wants to see that. So Alley, the righty, and Brobst sends one to the shortstop. Play to first. There's an out. 6-3. Nice play there by Kaylor Townsend, the shortstop.
And that's what you want.
Second out of the inning finally.
She comes in, fires a strike on the first pitch, gets a ground ball out. The second out of the inning, Mike.
That'll bring Mackenzie Brown to the plate. She walked her first time up and was on her way home when the runner was tagged out. There's strike 1 on Brown. So Alley in throwing strikes early. He's only 2 pitches so far, but she's only a freshman. This Isabel Alley.
Yeah, a lot of freshmen and 8th graders for Caravel on the roster. So
another grounder to the shortstop, Townsend, and that's going to do it for the inning. So a big one for Caravel. 5 runs, the big hit, the salami, couple errors for the Indians, and nobody left on base after 2 complete. It's Caravel 8, Indian River 2.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a unique image. Opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway.
All right, we are back in Bear. Jason, the lights not yet on here at Caravel, but starting to get a little dark. Sun is setting. And Indian River in an 8-2 hole as they go to the third inning, and they will lead off with the leadoff hitter, number 7, Julia Baumhart, facing Savannah Sheets, who's working with a 6-run lead. So that's a tough road for the Indians. But it's only one way to come back. You got to start swinging those bats and just chip away.
Yeah, we saw Mike a good first inning where they got 2 runs on a couple infield single, a solid single, and a double. So this team can score, and but like you said, plenty of time to come back. We got to start scoring some runs here.
They really need to tighten up their defense too. I mean, I don't want to criticize kids, but there's plays you have to make, and they know it. I'm not telling them something they don't know. I'm a little nervous playing up here at Caravel. This is the big time here for, Caravel's the behemoth in softball here in Delaware. There's a foul tip. 1-2 is the count. Top of the third. Savannah Sheets on the hill gave up 2 in the first. Got him out in order in the second. She's retired 4 in a row for the Bucks. And there is a called strike 3. So the first out of the inning is Sheets' third, 4th strikeout of the game. 2 looking and 2 swinging.
Yeah,
That'll bring Kayla Townsend, a very busy shortstop, up to the plate.
Like you said, Mike, after her offense has put up some runs, she's done a good job of coming in here and getting ahead of hitters and throwing strikes.
Check swing, that's a ball. 1-0. A little more comfortable now. Got the sweats on. It's a little chilly here. Like the summer months, Jason, when it just doesn't get chilly at all. Ball 2, 2-0. Kind of a heat type of guy. I'm like the heat miser. I'm Mr. Sun.
It was warm today, but like you said, Mike, the wind is it's made it chilly here.
Grounder into the hole at second. It's shortstop. It's gonna be a tough one, and she's safe at first. Townsend on base. Let's see how they score that one.
Probably be giving it a single.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I don't want to score it.
Right.
It was fumbled at shortstop, but we'll give her a hit because we said it's a beautiful spring day and we're feeling generous. So Townsend on base for the second time. Do they call that a single because they're nice guys? Brady Whitman up. She singled her first time up. 2 infield singles, by the way, for Townsend. Once again, thanks for joining us on 302 Sports tonight. When we get a second here, we'll tell you about our schedule on Saturday. I know Jason can't wait.
It's going to be a long day.
Line drive. Oh, Sheets makes a great play and doubles off Townsend at first to get out of the inning. Savannah Sheets saves her dental work and her team some trouble.
That is
and
definitely
that is
a play of the week
candidate. And after 2.5 innings, Caravel 8. Indian River 2. Jason. Indian River getting a little bad luck tonight. But what a play by Savannah Sheets as she just threw the glove. She's wearing the mask, but what a play by Sheets to just turn that double play on that one. And keep an eye out for that one. And you think that deserves to be a play of the week?
I absolutely definitely think that's a play of the week.
If you're watching and think that's a play of the week, send an email to 302sports at gmail and say, hey, 302 Sports guys, we think that deserves to be a play of the week. And again, if you're shooting video somewhere of the game, send us a clip. We're a very democratic group at 302 Sports. We all vote, and then the boss decides what's going to go. Pop up to center field. That's a tough one. Baumhart in. Gets away from her second baseman.
Great job calling the second baseman off, Mike. That is the outfielder's ball.
It is coming in.
Did a great job of calling her off, and they get the out.
So Savannah O'Shields is the second baseman. But play made by Julia Baumhart for the first out. And Amanda Stahl, she flied out to center field. Her first time up, she is the hitter. She takes a ball low. One ball and no strikes. Jason, I know we say this every time we're on. I love doing softball. I love it.
I do too.
So much fun. I mean, maybe because I have girls and I coach softball for a long time, but it's a fast-paced game and it's fun to watch, and the kids are a lot of fun, and we love doing softball here on 302. As we look at the state champion banners hanging up here on the outfield fence at Caravel. There's ball 2-2-1 to count to Amanda Stahl. Gia Iannini on deck. We hear some noise from the football stadium. DMA Caravel. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If anyone's over there, give us a score update. Gladly take it here. Oh, what a great night.
Isabel Alley, the pitcher on in relief here for IR, has to put out the bleeding here. They fly ball to right field, and that is a can of corn for Darnia Williams for the second out.
Big
so
out
that's right. Iannini will come up. She is 1 for 1 with a run scored. She scored yesterday in the last inning, the first run of the game. She was the first run on that grand slam to come home. I'm sorry, she did not score in the grand slam. And there's a foul pop up down the first baseline. I'm sorry, she scored on an error or a fielder's choice. She came home with a fielder's choice. That included an error. That's right, when the ball was pitched over the second baseman's head into right field. It's all coming back to me now. Anyway, the count's 0-1. Driven to left field. That's a foul ball. Iannini got a hold of that one.
I was going to say that was a rip.
And then by the time it reached the fence, it was in fair territory, but it did land foul over the bag. No balls, 2 strikes. Isabel Alley can get out of this inning.
Again, just 2 umpires here.
The home plate umpire had a great look at that one.
Absolutely.
Here's Alley. She winds. This one is driven to left field. Oh, nice catch there by the left fielder, Burdell. We're going to get her first name. Kayla Burdell makes a nice catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Bucks in the third. So after 3 complete, Caravel 8, Indian River 2.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people.
All right, we are back here at Caravel. The Bucks with the 8-2 lead over Indian River. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell. Jason, while we have a second, Saturday, 3 o'clock from Wesley College in Dover. The number 1 and I believe the number 2 ranked lacrosse teams in Delaware.
That would be correct.
Salesianum and Cape Henlopen at Wesley College. You can catch that one live on 302 Sports. I believe Jason and who's going to be with you down there?
Vinny Pinella.
Vinny Pinella. How about that?
And Len Evans.
Here go the lights finally kicking on here at Caravel.
Nick Holiday.
And then we have a doubleheader that day. The late game, St. Mark's, the home team, believe it or not, against Cesar Rodney, also at Wesley College. That game at 7 p.m. And yours truly on the call with
Vinny.
Ryan Colasanti and Vinny Pinella.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting night. Ryan, a freshman at St. Mark's, is going to go down and watch his Spartans play. He's helping us out here at 302, and we like that. Ground ball to the shortstop. Played at first is an out. That was Mayfield, so she's out number 1. The play there by Caravel's shortstop, Bree Bryant, on the 2-hopper.
Yeah, great play by Bryant, and then you saw the gun as she fired it over to first base to record the out.
So that'll bring to the plate the catcher for the Indians, Grace Snyder. She doubled, drove in 2 runs in the first inning. She takes that one low from Savannah Sheets. Sheets cruising after that first inning.
I think that was the last hit by Indian River, that double.
Yes, they did get a base runner. Well, we gave a single to the base runner last inning, but that could have been maybe officially an error. Who knows? But we gave the spring single.
Yes.
That runner was quickly doubled off by Savannah Sheets. That pitch is low, making 2-1 on Snyder. Snyder will be followed by Darnea Williams, the right fielder, as Indian River looks to get back into this one.
Sheets has done a marvelous job on the hill since that first inning.
They just keep producing pitchers here at Caravel. Ball, 3-1.
And don't forget, they still have that Cody Dillon that comes in every once in a while.
Yes, Cody, a friend of 302 Sports.
She is a little different. She throws the ball a lot harder.
Tall, lanky, foul ball out of play, and it's made a full count, 3-2.
If it came down this way, Pop's ready to catch that one.
I would have caught that.
I like my chance with Pops.
I'm ready to go. 3-2 pitch. Savannah Sheets on the hill.
That'd be
on the mound in the circle for the Bucks.
That would have been an E-Mike.
Ball 4, and Snyder gets the walk, and we'll see if they send out the courtesy runner.
I like my chance with Pops.
She's on base the second time today, and you know what? She's going to run herself. So Williams is the hitter. She grounded to third her first time up. Kayla Burdell, the left fielder, waits on deck. So see if the Bucks can put something together here. Playing Williams straight away. She slaps one down the third base line, strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. Another slap. This is going to be poked into short left. Gets in front of a diving left fielder. Played second. And Snyder is safe. A single for Williams, and Indian River has 2 runners on base. That one fell just in front of Stahl in left. She made a nice try for that one. Jay just couldn't get there. That was just over the infield dirt. So here's Kayla Burdell. She flied to left her first time up. 2 runners on. The wind is kicking up. The dust is out there. Here it comes right at us. Ball in the dirt. 1-0. It's like the dust storms in Oklahoma in the 30s. Not that I was there.
Don't give away your age.
No, I was there. I read Grapes of Wrath. John Steinbeck. Ball 2-0. Get some of this dirt out of my eyes.
Yes.
2 balls, no strikes. Talk about hitters counts, and this is one for Caleb Burdell. He can look for a strike here, something to drive. Sends a number up the first base line, tagged out, and the runners advance. So the play there by Mark Kahn at first. Kind of did the corkscrew, and down she went. That is out number 2. But runners in scoring position for Taylor Lipkins, the designated player. Maybe they might be. Looks like they're making a change here, Jason, as the coach is huddled up with the home plate umpire. Lipkins struck out her first time up, and this is number 22. Time for me to go to the score sheet. Number 22 for Indian River would be Brandy Mitchell, another freshman. So Brandy Mitchell coming into bat. For Lipkins. Mitchell a righty. Lipkins was a left-hander, but more of a slap hitter. So we'll see what Sheets can do here. There's some runs on base for Indian River if they can come through one more time. Snyder walked. Williams singled. And there's ball 1 to Mitchell. Indians have the long trip back after the game. They don't want to go back just yet. 2-0. It's a tall freshman here, Jason.
Yes. Height's a killer.
Mitchell swings and misses strike 1.
Looks like she was trying to make that a 3-run game.
Two-one pitch. Called. Strike 2. 2-2. 2-2. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Sheets can get out of trouble here with the right pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3, so she does. So after letting 2 runners get on base, Sheets turns around and gets the last 2. And after 3.5, Caravel 8, Indian River 2, you're watching high school softball on 302 Sports.
Unique image. You envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image. You envision, we create.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Back here at Caravel Academy, Jason, did you know Unique Image is a full-service custom products company offering everything from apparel to promotional products that actually drives results to graphic design and vehicle wraps, plus so much more. Visit us on the web at Unique Image, that's uniqueimage.org, or stop by our showroom conveniently located in the Mill Creek Shopping Center at the intersection of Kirkwood Highway and Limestone Road. Unique Image. You envision, we create. So we thank Unique Image
Yeah.
One of our sponsors here at 302.
They do a great job.
Top of the lineup up for Caravel. This is Bree Bryant, the shortstop. I'm still getting the hang of this technology stuff. I'm going to go home to my rotary phone. Not on a rotary phone. I believe when I was growing up, we were the last family in Gwynhurst to have a rotary phone next to Art Lang. My late pops, who refused to get a push-button phone or touch-tone phone because the phone company charged extra for one of those. That pitch, I believe, is outside, making 2-1 on Bree Bryant. She's been on base twice, a walk and a fielder's choice, and she has scored 2 runs. Isabel Alley on in relief for Indian River. She gets a ground ball from Bryant, but she's going to beat that play to first base. Jason, you talked about her speed.
Yeah,
that was a ground ball to O'Shields at second base. And, she fell down to get it and just couldn't recover. That's an infield single for Bree Bryant.
The speed kills. It puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And like you said, with their speed, once she no chance to get her at first base. And Caravel gets that leadoff runner on again, which we've been saying a lot tonight.
Brings up Natalie Paoli. She's been on base twice. She has scored twice. She's been on an error and a fielder's choice.
That's what these top of the order does for Caravel. They get on base, and it gives the middle of the order a chance to drive them in. Seems like it's a real simple format.
Pitch from Alley upstairs, 1-0. See Bryant dancing off the bag here at first. Do a little dancing. Eight to 2, Caravel leads the Indians in this top 5 battle softball. Pitch inside. 2-0.
That's the other thing. They've been in hitters counts all night, and it's easier to bat when you get the hitters count.
Patience, patience, patience. Swing and a drive to left center field. Caleb Burdell makes a nice play there in left for the out. 1 down. Nice play by Burdell out in left field. Maddie Barris comes up. She's 0 for 1. Has her RBI on a sacrifice fly, and she reached on an error. Bree Bryant still at first base. Now there's 1 out. Nikki Marcon waits on deck. Here's a wild pitch, and forget about it. Bryant was halfway to second before that ball hit the backstop. She wasted no time. Thank everybody who is tuning in tonight. I imagine a good number of you are in Sussex County. You couldn't come up and join us here north of the canal. So we say hi to our Delaware brethren down south. And wherever you're watching from, here's a poke shot over the pitcher's mound. Jason, that's going to be an infield single for
And look at Bryant.
Barris, and Bryant takes third.
Heads up. As soon as that throw went to first base, she took off and gets into third base, Mike. That speed again.
That ball was hitting in no woman's land. And that ball had to spin where after it hit the ground, it kind of corkscrewed right into the ground.
Yeah.
So Indians did all they could. So we have another meeting at the mound for the green and gold. First and third, Maddie Barris is going to take a seat. She's the catcher. We're going to bring in a courtesy runner for Barris. Once I get that number, your courtesy runner is number 20. And that is Michaela Walsh is in running for Barris. So Barris will go back and put on what they call the tools of ignorance. Some of us call it catcher's gear, but your batter, Nikki Marcon. She is 1 for 2, but what a one it was. A smoke shot.
Grand salami.
Slam. Yeah.
Grand salami. The last time up, Mike.
Broke this game wide open. It was
No
a 4-2
doubt.
game at that point.
Yeah, but no doubt about it.
She's got 2 runners on, Bree Bryant and Michaela Walsh at third base and first base. And here's a grounder off the glove of the third baseman. Picked up by the shortstop. No play, and that's an RBI. Oh, throw to second. Bounces off the runner. Walsh, and she takes third. So we're going to score that infield hit because that was a tough one. Infield hit with an RBI. It'll be her 5th of the night.
There is a 10-run rule in softball after 5 complete innings. Something to keep in mind is the Buccaneers have a 7-run lead here
Walsh
in
takes
the bottom of the 4th.
Third on the unfortunate error. The throw was right on the money. It just hit Walsh and rolled to the first baseman. So runners on first and third again, just one out, and the score now 9-2. Allie delivers. That's ball 1 to Courtney Brobston. What does Courtney Brobst have in common with Nikki Marcon? They both have home runs tonight.
Absolutely.
So here's the pitch by Allie, driven to left field. Burdell on her horse. She takes it on one hop. 1 run's going to score. Marcon stops at second. That makes it 10-2. An RBI single for Brops. She's now 2 for 3 tonight. Runners at first and second.
I'm just so impressed with their offense, Mike. They have power, they have speed, and they have nice.
And they're smart.
Yes, absolutely.
They have patience.
Take extra bases when it's there. Heads up running. Great defense. You can see why they're a second-ranked team, just behind DMA.
Mackenzie Brown takes strike 1.
Speaking of DMA, they have a big game tomorrow against the Padua Pandas.
Brown 0 for 1 with a walk. We'll see what she does here. She's got 1 runner in scoring position. And Brobst at first base. Ground to the shortstop. Takes it herself at second. Throws to first. Not in time. So score that a fielder's choice. Nice play there by your shortstop, Kaylor Townsend. She's had a busy night tonight. So we're going to call that 6 unassisted at second base for the second out.
I thought that was a car alarm. I think it's just the background music.
Marcon to third. Fielder's choice puts Mackenzie Brown on. That will bring Kayla Sobolak to the plate. Sobolak 1 for 2. And she's got it's a stolen base. So that is not Mackenzie Brown at second base. That's number 50. There was no pitch. That was just a stolen base. Savannah Sobolak. There's 2 Sobolaks on the team, so just so you're not confused. Savannah Sobolak, number 50, is at second base, and Kayla Sobolak is the batter. But Savannah Sobolak is running in place of Mackenzie Brown. Caravel gets a few players into the game. Inside, 2-0, 2-1 is the count. Pleasant evening here in Bear, Delaware. 10-2 Caravel. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Len Evans, and Big Ed Halliday along with you. Bring you high school softball because that's what we do. Foul ball, it's up toward the first base dugout, and it is out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Allie can get out of the inning here with a strike.
And the Caravel's got those 2 runners in scoring position. Like I said, they go up by 10 runs. Indian River, if it doesn't score in the top of the 5th, this one would be over.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. But let's see if they get out of this one. Grounder into left field. That's a fair ball. Jason, there's one of those runs. And here comes run number 2, and that makes it a 10-run game. 12-2, a 2-run single by Kayla Sobolak.
Good piece of hitting with two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
The hitting continues
Yes.
for the Bucks.
It's going to be hard to pick a player in a game in this one. All up and down the lineup. They've been hitting the ball and some great pitching.
So that will bring the left fielder, Amanda Stahl, to the plate. She's flied out twice. Strike one on Stahl. Allie, for the most part, has been accurate with her pitching. But Caravel, they bring the lumber.
Yes, they do.
Here's the 0-1 pitch inside.
Couple big games next week for them, Mike. They are here Tuesday night against St. George's Tech at 7 o'clock. Here Thursday night against right now number 1 DMA.
Well, how about that?
Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Grounder to first base. Nice play, and that's going to be the final out of the inning made there by, that is Mayfield at first, so it's 3 unassisted. But 1, 2, 3, 4 more runs for Caravel. They take the 12-2 lead. We're back to see if Indian River can stretch this game beyond 5. You're watching high school softball on 3-2 Sports. Back here at Caravel, and did you know spring is the perfect time to make those necessary home improvements with help from the Dover Federal Credit Union. Enjoy no appraisal fees on home equity loans and lines of credit. Act now and take advantage of this limited time offer from Dover Federal Credit Union. Apply anytime, day or night, at doverfcu.com. That's doverfcu.com. That's the home improvement sponsor for 302 Sports, and we thank them and Unique Image and all our sponsors for helping bring Delaware sports to you. Here it is, Indian River down to their, could be their last chance. Jason needs some run at least to keep this one going. Top of the lineup is up. This is Julia Baumhart. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Savannah Sheets trying to wrap this one up for Caravel as the wind keeps kicking. Grounder to the third base, and that's a foul ball. Would have been a nice way to start out for the Indians, but that's a foul ball. It's 1 and 2. So Baumhart will be followed by Kaylor Townsend and Brady Whitman. If anybody gets on base, Samantha Mayfield will be your hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here, Sheets. Strike 3. There's the tag. 1 down. Yeah, I apologize to Julia Baumhart. That was Savannah O'Shields batting. So this is Julia Baumhart. She's still 0 for 2. Sheets with 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts now through 4 1/3 innings. Baumhart takes a ball. That's 6 strikeouts out of 13 total outs. So
Yes.
Indian River needs a run or this game's over. Got 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Baumhart fakes a bunt, takes it 2-0. reminder, Saturday at 3 and at 7, boys lacrosse on 302 Sports. Lazy Animal and Kip Henlopen, 1 and 2 at 3 o'clock. There's a ball, 3-0. And then at 7 o'clock, it's Cesar Rodney, the number 3 team, I believe.
Correct.
Against the upset-minded St. Mark's Spartans. And if you're in Dover, there's girls action as well.
And there's a lot of games. There's five games. Starting
one.
at 11 a.m.
3 and 1.
11, 1, 3, 5, and 7. So go down there if you're in the area and
to Wesley College.
Watch some high school lacrosse.
I think she attempted that when she did. May have foul tipped it.
Yeah, I was
Full
saying,
count.
like, I thought she foul tipped it, but
it was a strike, so it's 3 and 2, full count. Sheets looks to wrap this one up. Gave up those 2 early runs, Jason, and she's been pretty lights out since. Indian River did get a few batters on. There's a foul ball by Baumhart. IR had a runner in the 3rd inning that was doubled off. They put up 2 runners in the 4th inning. And Sheets rebounded to get the last 2 outs. So 3 runners since the 1st inning. 3-2 pitch again. And ball 4, Baumhart is on.
good at bat by her, Mike. Like you said, that's the important run out there.
Sorry, I'm breathing in dust from the infield here.
If they don't score a run, this one is over in 5 innings. If they score a run, we head to the bottom of the 5th.
So your batter is Kaler Townsend. Brady Williams waits on deck. I'm sorry, Brady Whitman. There's a ground ball to shortstop. There's one out of second. First, that's a double play, and this ball game's over. Bree Bryant turns to 6-3, twin killing, and Caravel takes this one 12-2. Jason, an overwhelming offensive performance by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, great offensive performance, like you said, Mike, and they jumped on them early.
So our player of the game, the grand slam hitting Nikki Marcon. We're going to try to get Nikki down here, and we're going to send it to Jason, and I'll be right back. I'm the man on the run.
And Mike's going to go get our player of the game, like we said, the grand salami. A ball, I think, is still going up in the air. She crushed that one.
As the cameraman, Jason, it was hard for me to keep the camera on that ball. There's Halliday right there. He was doing the lacrosse game.
Ah.
Sneaky Pete. But
she's coming over.
Yeah,
she doesn't realize the game's over.
Right.
He's not going to get any pictures. Oh, well.
She hit that ball so hard, Jason. It was hard for me to keep the camera on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, she hit the crap out of the ball. It was a grand slam. It's awesome to see back-to-back home runs like that in innings. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool to see.
And like I said on the air, they gave up the 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning and scored 12 straight. Their offense was incredible. You can see why they're the 2nd-ranked team in the state. They do it all. Their leadoff guys get on base with speed.
And their power hitters do what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
They clear the bases.
And they cleared the bases, and a big win. Nick, you got a lacrosse score for us?
Yeah. 8-6 who?
8-6, number 7 DMA with an 8-6 lead over Caravel. And what a great performance.
We had a grand slam. We had a 2-run home run. We already got it. She's coming over to get an interview. She should be here shortly.
Yep, and like we said, Nikki Marcon, that ball.
It's still traveling.
Yeah, it went at least 300 feet. It got up in the jet stream. And but Caravel does it all. Speed at the top of the lineup. They get on base. They put pressure on the defense. And then their power hitters come up, and they hit the ball a country mile.
You know what I really like to see, though, Jason? Their ability to make the other team make plays. Their base running. Their attention to detail. They were, taking the extra bases when they could when the other team wasn't paying attention. And that was that's a great asset for any team. The smart base running awareness.
Yes.
Smart base running awareness. I mean, they made Indian River work, and you saw what happens. When you put pressure on the defense, they make mistakes.
Yeah, and a recap of this game, Indian River came out and put 2 up in the top, 2 runs on the board in the top of the 1st. Caravel responds with 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd, including a Browse home run. And then the second inning was the key.
She's on her way over, so I'll go take care of that camera and get it on you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. This is Leonard Evans, cameraman, producer extraordinaire. Mike's walking over with our player of the game.
What a game she had, Mike, or Len. She was incredible. And she will come over, and I'll gladly give up my headset for our player of the game.
Does it reach?
All right, we're going to switch. Here you go. Nobody wants to see me anyway. She hit the ball a long way. All right. Yeah. All right, Nikki. The camera's right over here.
Oh, this doesn't fit. There we go.
All right. So this is a top 5 team in Indian River. They played Wilmington Charter and Smyrna last week, so they played some tough games. Did you know anything about them coming in, and what did you know about Indian River?
Yeah, we were all out there scouting them. We had our clipboards and pencils. About 4 of us were out there. Me, our pitcher, and 2 others were out there.
You guys are in a little bit of a different position, trailing. That hasn't happened too much to you guys.
No.
When you look up and see you're down 2-0 in the first inning, does that change your approach at all, or it's early in the game?
Not really. It kind of gave us more momentum versus start off 0-0. But yeah, we came back by a lot.
So obviously you had 5 runs batted in tonight and a monster grand slam. Have you ever hit a grand slam in high school level before?
Not that I can remember.
What was the feeling watching the ball? Because you crushed it. What was it like watching that ball go out of here?
It felt so good. I didn't even know it was a grand slam, honestly. But I knew it was a nice line drive.
What kind of reception did you get there in the dugout when you came back?
Oh, a lot. When I was coming around third base, going like this, everyone was so hyped. But I was like, for a normal home run, I don't get that much. But I didn't even know it was a grand slam, so that made it 10 times better.
And then you came up and you singled your next time up and drove in another run. And then you guys went up for the shortened victory, the 10-run rule coming into effect. A good start for Caravel. Is this kind of what you guys expect? You're used to that here at Caravel.
Yeah.
Is this kind of what you expected this year? A great 4-0, I believe 4-0 start, 4-0, for Caravel. Is this kind of what you guys expect down here, isn't it?
I personally didn't, but I was we came out very strong the first game, and then ever since then we've been 10 running teams. But yeah, it's great.
So what's it's got to be a good vibe around the Buccaneers softball this year.
Yeah, we all click together, and it's amazing.
I guess the goal is the same as always, state championship, right?
Yep.
So thanks for doing this tonight. Yeah, you guys really managed to get everybody was hitting tonight.
Yeah.
What's it like having players like Bree Bryant and Paoli being able to set the table for the middle for Barris and for you and the other guys coming up after that?
Yeah, Bree's awesome. I know I can trust her getting on base there, either a walk, which she did this game, or just a slap up the middle or in the 5-6 hole. But yeah, she's a good leadoff, and then Natalie right behind her can bunt, but she can also hit for power and singles all the time. But then and then Maddie, when it gets to her, she just hits bombs too.
Yeah, because Bree had 3 runs scored tonight, and Paoli scored twice. Barris scored twice. So the top of the lineup was really scoring, and obviously you scored twice with the home run, and then you came around to score in that 4th inning. So it's pretty impressive hitting squad you guys have here.
Yeah.
So you seem to have everything. You have the pitching from Savannah and the hitting, and I guess you got all the ingredients for a good team here, huh?
This year we have the whole lineup that can hit, and that's what we need.
Awesome. Well, thanks for doing this for us tonight. Finally, it's not 35 degrees out, so it's got to be nice to get out there and not hurt your hands every time you swing the bat.
Yeah,
so
it's nice.
Nikki Marcon, thanks for joining us tonight. And
you're welcome.
You can watch the game on 302 Sports on YouTube.
Right.
And I'm sure you're going to go back and watch this one over and over again.
I want to see the tumble at first base when I got knocked down.
I saw it pretty well up here, so we didn't even talk about that, Jason. We could have talked. We don't want to embarrass anybody, so but we got a good shot of it.
All right.
All right, Nikki, congratulations, and
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season. And we may see you again down the road.
Thank you.
All right, Nikki Marcon is our player of the game here on 302 Sports. Jason, that was a pretty impressive performance by the Buccaneers tonight.
Yeah, they did a great job, Mike. They fell behind 2-0 Mainland. We're talking about that while you were gone, and they were able to win this game.
All right, so we mentioned lacrosse on Saturday, 3 and 7, and for Len Evans, Big Ed Halliday, Jason Winchell, I'm Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you Saturday on 302 Sports.